This is truly a crowd pleaser. It always surprises people. They're like, what is that doing on the Thanksgiving table? And I'm like,
just you wait. This week on Dak and Ju, we are making Dakota's famous cornbread stuffing.
I've been making the stuffing for probably 10 years. It's always a crowd pleaser. Now, even though I love this cornbread stuffing, I would never replace regular stuffing. I just think there's room for both because stuffing is so good. There's space for 2 stuffings on the Thanksgiving table.
Thanksgiving tables are generally pretty large, so there's definitely room.
Yeah. I like to buy pre-made cornbread from just like a regular old grocery store. The reason for that is it's easier. And the other reason is that stores are shameless about adding a ton of sugar, so it almost has yellow cake vibes.
Yum.
And that's really good. So we had 2 1-pound rounds, so 2 pounds total, and then dried it out in the oven at 250 degrees for an hour. And it's just been sitting on the counter since then. You want it to get nice and crusty and stale.
You want stale bread.
Yes. So the first thing Julie's gonna do is butter this sexy 9 by 13 inch dish.
This is actually Dakota's dish.
Yeah,
I stole.
That was
I didn't steal it.
That was my grandma's, and I gave it to Julie.
She gave it to me.
If you know that your cornbread is sweet, then don't opt for a maple sweet breakfast sausage also. This is just regular old, barely seasoned chicken sausage, and brown that up.
Going in the bowl. Melt that butter, and then we are going to saute up our celery and our onions. Now we cut up about 2 stalks of celery and about 1 yellow onion. Not exact measurements, just like about.
We are going to add the onion and celery.
Sound effects.
It's like a laugh track, but it's kitchen noises. Oh, this is about a cup of pecan halves. And I actually went ahead and already toasted them just lightly on low to medium heat in a skillet on the stove.
And you know that they're done when they start smelling really, really fragrant.
Yeah, and a rough chop is perfect. Like you want there to be noticeable bites of pecans, people know what they're eating, but have them dispersed nicely.
Smaller? Smaller?
No, perfect. It tastes so good.
Perfect.
Yes. We add our celery and onion mixture, and then we're just going to deglaze the pan with about a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar.
And what deglazing really does is it loosens up all of the like roasty caramelized bits that are stuck to the bottom of the pan so that you can then use them and include them in your food because they're delicious.
Yum. Yep, it's a nice balance to the fattiness of the sausage and the sweetness of the cornbread. And then you just pour this over. It's a little toss.
Dakota is going to whisk together 2.5 cups of chicken stock and 2 eggs in this little measuring cup. I'm chopping up 1 teaspoon of fresh sage, 1 tablespoon of chopped fresh rosemary.
It's funny, I put in the eggs first, which made it really hard to measure the chicken broth. Makes no sense.
Last is 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme.
So your fresh herbs into the bowl.
Oh, it smells so good.
It does.
The fresh herbs, again, I know I've said this before,
But they really do make a huge difference in the flavor and just like the aroma.
Some of it will be broken up, and that'll create like a cake-like thing. A cake-like mass.
oh wow.
Oh yeah. But then also, you know, you want some cubes retained so they can get nice and crispy and just have more texture. You'll have some really small pieces like this, but then you'll also have bigger pieces like this. That's totally fine. We forgot to chop the parsley, so we're doing it now.
Oh my god.
This is going in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes. You do want to monitor it because it might over brown depending on your oven on the top. If that's the case and you're starting to get a little uncomfy about it, just cover it with tin foil, no problem. We just pulled our cornbread stuffing out of the oven. It was actually about 50 minutes because we got distracted and forgot.
But it looks great.
It looks amazing. It's golden brown, a little crunchy on top, which is exactly what you want. Can't wait to dive in.
It smells amazing.
That's a big daddy bite.
That's okay.
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah, like, wow, look at the amount of steam that's coming off of this. Shoot. Okay, bye. Oh my God. It's so good. Wow. It's sweet, it's salty, it's savory. It has so much texture from the crunch to the soft of the cornbread, and then the crunchy of the nuts, and the salty, chewy from the sausage. I can't get over this.